Enjoy this illustrated explainer video about guide dogs for the blind.
Not all heroes wear capes. Some are furry and walk on 4 legs.
A yellow lab guide dog in harness.
At Guide Dogs for the Blind, we believe everyone deserves to live the life they want to live and to move through the world safely and confidently. Which is why we match people who are blind or visually impaired living in the US or Canada with exceptional guide dogs at no cost to them.
A person with a guide dog.
We even help with veterinary bills and ongoing essential support. We create these life-changing partnerships entirely through private donations and with the help of thousands of volunteers. And of course, with our incredible dogs.
A group of people with dogs.
Our dogs are guide dogs at the DNA level. We breed them specifically to do this work.
2 dogs and a DNA helix.
At 3 days old, our dogs start spending time with volunteers called puppy socializers.
A person with a newborn puppy.
Being a puppy socializer isn't just a dream job. It's how we help our puppies get comfortable being around humans.
A volunteer interacts with puppies.
At 8 to 10 weeks, puppies go live with volunteer puppy raisers.
A puppy raiser receives a puppy.
These volunteers dedicate a year of their lives to get these dogs ready for more advanced training.
The dog matures.
When the dogs come back to the school, our world-class staff teach them the complex skills required to become successful guide dogs.
2 GDB instructors train dogs.
After about 12 weeks of training, a dog is matched with their person.
A person hugs a guide dog.
This matching process is part art and part science, and always quite remarkable. Our clients and dogs undergo 2 weeks of personalized training together and begin to form a magical and lasting bond.
A person and guide dog in caps and gowns.
After graduating, clients return home with their guide dogs, empowered to enjoy their lives with greater mobility, independence, and inclusion.
3 scenes of people with their guide dogs at home, work, and play.
None of this would be possible without the generosity of our extended community of volunteers and donors.
A group of people and dogs.
To learn more about supporting our life-changing mission, visit us online.
GDB logo and URLs. GuideDogs.com and GDBinternational.ca.
Enjoy a peek into Guide Dogs for the Blind's Puppy Center, where 2 yellow lab puppies romp in an indoor play area full of colorful structures and a variety of toys.
Meet Kylie. She happens to be blind. That may seem obvious, but you'd be surprised how awkward people can be around her.
Kylie waits at a bus stop with her guide dog. A woman looks at her quizzically. Question marks appear over the woman's head.
So here are some tips to keep us all moving through the world safely and confidently. Always speak directly to a person with a visual impairment, not their guide dog. Remember, that dog has a job to do.
Good morning.
Hello.
Would you like directions to an open seat?
Sure.
There's 2 rows back on your left.
Thanks.
Kylie gets on the bus with her guide dog and sits across from a woman and child.
Oh, Mom, don't pet that dog. It's working.
Now at the office.
At our office, Kylie's colleagues make sure to introduce themselves when they enter the room and to let her know when they leave.
Sarah stands in the doorway of Kylie's office.
Hi, Kylie. It's Sarah.
Hey, Sarah.
Did you see the latest episode of Bachelorette on Mars?
I can't believe Abe got put in the spaceship. I thought for sure it would be Lenny.
Thought bubble with a bachelor on a spaceship.
Same.
Are we still on for a shopping trip over lunch?
Yep. I'll see you then. Bye.
Speak directly to people with visual impairments rather than speaking to their friend, their guide dog, or anyone else. And be specific when providing directions.
A boutique storefront. Sales associate with Sarah and Kylie.
Hello, how can I help you?
Actually, it's my friend Kylie who needs help.
And what is she looking for?
She is looking for jeans.
Oh, they're over there. I mean, just ahead of you a few steps. Boyfriend jeans are on the left and mom jeans are on the right.
A restaurant.
Kylie's looking forward to a date with her boyfriend, James.
Kylie, James, and guide dog wait to be seated.
Sorry, no animals allowed in the restaurant.
Actually, guide dogs are allowed anywhere the general public is allowed.
Oh, right this way then.
Kylie and James sit at a table with the dog chilling on the floor like a good doggo.
Hey, Kylie, do you want me to read the menu to you?
Sure. Thank you.
James and Kylie with their food.
This smells amazing.
Should I describe where things are?
Yes, please.
There's spicy chicken curry and rice at the top of your plate and braised greens at the bottom. Your wine is above the plate to the right.
Mmm, so good.
Kylie gives a romantic smile to James. Spinach in her teeth.
Honey, you have spinach in your teeth.
Thanks so much for letting me know.
Let's let Kylie and James enjoy their dinner. For more information and helpful tips, visit guidedogs.com.
Enjoy this
Okay,
illustrated explainer
we
video.
are live. Welcome, everybody. My name is Larry Meisner. I am the Chief Philanthropic Officer at Guide Dogs for the Blind, and it's always my pleasure to be here on Graduation Saturday. So thank you for letting me be part of this. We are live streaming from our beautiful California campus. So for all of those who are viewing via live stream, welcome. We hope to see you physically on our campus here in California or in Boring, Oregon. So first, I always like to ask, whose graduation is this their first? Who's first-timers? For a graduation, who's never been to a graduation before at Guide Dogs for the Blind? I should have asked the question more clearly. So a huge part of the audience. I'm assuming some of the people viewing via live stream are the same. So this is really going to be a wonderful afternoon. Stick around if you have questions after the program. If you have this, there's a lot going on at Guide Dogs for the Blind. And for all of those who have been to many graduations, please be a resource for valuable information. So today's going to be really exciting. We're celebrating 3 guide dog teams, 5 orientation and mobility immersion clients. We're celebrating 2 canine buddy partnerships, and we have a breeder dog handoff. So we are going to be celebrating all 3 of our core programs today. And that's always really special. And you're going to see a video in a little bit that articulates the core programs in greater detail. But what we'd like to start with, and what I'd like to always focus on, is the village it takes to do what we do. To get us here on a Saturday like this, Those who have been here have heard that terminology before, that it takes a village to do what we do here at Guide Dogs for the Blind. And that's really true. And this village or this community, or I like to see it as this wonderfully complex ecosystem, takes a variety of communities within this village to make us work. We're very interdependent. When one succeeds, we all succeed. When one falters, we all falter. So there is no one group that is more important than the other, but they're all equally important and equally critical to execute on our mission. So I want to highlight these groups. I want to start with our donors. For those of you who are new to Guide Dogs for the Blind, and there are many of you who this is the first graduation, Guide Dogs for the Blind does not receive any government funding. We rely solely on donations from individuals like you and companies and foundations. Many of you in this room are donors, so thank you for that. Many online as well, or watching virtually. We also do not charge for our services. We provide all of our programs and services to our clients at no cost to them. This includes a lifetime of support and veterinary financial assistance as needed. All of this so that finances are never a barrier for someone to receive programs and services from Guide Dogs for the Blind. And we do this all because of the donations. We couldn't do it without the donors. And I want to call out, a shout out to a few donors who are particular to this specific graduation. First, the estate of Milo and Marion Charleston of Edmonds, Washington. They sponsored all 3 guide dog teams today. So a round of applause, please, for that generous donation. Thank you. Also, the Redondo Beach Puppy Club. Is anybody here from the Redondo Beach Puppy? Aha, you're here. Well, thank you, Redondo Beach Puppy Club, for the harness sponsorship for Susan Young and Oakley. So thank you. Round of applause there. Thank you for that. And also a special shout out to Lillian Tremoroli, who I hope is watching via the live stream. Lillian is so generous. She's done this for years. She has supported and sponsored a harness for every graduation class throughout the entire calendar year 2026. Wow. So a round of applause, not only to those 3 wonderful donors, but for all of our donors throughout the country and throughout Canada. So thank you for all that you do. Yes, well deserved, well deserved. Another group I want to highlight are our volunteers. Like our donors, we cannot do what we do here at Guide Dogs for the Blind without our volunteers. We have between 3,000 and 4,000 volunteers here at Guide Dogs for the Blind. That's a lot of individuals who are doing all this work and not getting paid. And they're very, very generous, loving, wonderful people. And I want to highlight some of those groups within our volunteer community. First, the puppy raising volunteers. They make up the largest contingent of this group. Who in this room are puppy raisers? Ah, wonderful. First of all, thank you for all that you're doing. For those, again, who are new to a graduation, new to Guide Dogs for the Blind, puppy raisers take a Guide Dogs for the Blind puppy between 8 and 10 weeks of age and spends over a year of their time and their resources and their love and their energy socializing and getting these wonderful dogs ready for their more formal journey once they return to campus. I think I said over a year of their time. This is an incredible commitment. Anybody who's had a puppy knows all the work that goes into it. You train our puppies to have such wonderful house manners and social skills and building confident and resilient dogs so that they can come back and take on their formal journey with a wonderful and extraordinary start. So thank you for all that you do, the puppy raising community. A round of applause, please. We also have, and I mentioned earlier that we're going to have a breeder handoff, our breeder custodian community. We have about, and I was talking about these numbers just the other day, we have about 160 to 180 breeder custodian families within Guide Dogs for the Blind. You're going to hear a little bit more about our breeder custodian and breeder program from Carol. But this is another wonderful group of individuals live within 50 miles radius. I don't want to steal all the information that you're going to share, Carol. But these are individuals who take our breeders into their homes for many, many years so that they too can do the work that they were destined to do on behalf of Guide Dogs for the Blind and the mission. And you serve the dogs and serve the organization so very, very well. So a round of applause for our breeder custodians. I was speaking just moments ago to a foster volunteer sitting right here in the first row. I don't know, are there other foster care volunteers in the room? Foster care, again, is within a 50-mile radius, and some dogs, when they return and they're on their path to do what is next in their journey. Some don't thrive in the kennel environments, and so therefore these generous and wonderful individuals take these dogs into their homes. Some are commuter foster care volunteers where they drop the dog off in the morning and pick up the dog in the afternoon and spend the weekend with these wonderful dogs in training so that they can have the best experience. Extraordinarily generous volunteers. So a round of applause for our foster care group. Thank you, thank you. And then we have campus volunteers. We have volunteers who are working in every department in this organization, here and in Oregon. You met some if you went on a tour. We cannot do, again, what we do here without all of the volunteer at Guide Dogs for the Blind. So another round of applause for our volunteers, please. Thank you. To our clients, thank you. You don't have to choose Guide Dogs for the Blind, but you do. And we are very grateful for you. We love serving you. We love doing what we're doing on your behalf. So thank you for making Guide Dogs for the Blind part of your family. Appreciate that. Round of applause for our clients, please. And certainly last but not least, our staff. We have a little over 300 staff at Guide Dogs for the Blind between California campus, the Oregon campus, and we have some staff in the field who provide service. These are an incredibly gifted group of individuals. You'll meet some of them today. These individuals, I can't even express to you the amount of skills and authenticity and credibility and empathy and talent that they bring to this organization. I am so proud to call these individuals colleagues. So a round of applause to our wonderful staff here at Guide Dogs for the Blind. So now you're going to see a video. Some of you have seen it before, others, this will be your first time. It's titled We Are GDB. And in addition to the narrator's voice, you're going to hear another voice who is describing what's going on in the scene, on the screen, and there will also be captions. These inclusive features are so that everybody can enjoy the video. With that, enjoy.
At Guide Dogs for the Blind, we believe that everyone deserves to move through the world safely and confidently, to live the life they want to live.
A man and his guide dog walk through a park.
Our life-changing programs meet people who are blind or visually impaired wherever they are along their journey, whether that's by matching individuals with highly qualified guide dogs, providing guide dog readiness skills in our orientation and mobility immersion program.
A man holds a white cane and smiles broadly.
Or pairing youth and adults with the companionship of a canine buddy.
A young girl cuddles with her canine buddy.
Together, we are GDB.
My name is Renee Carrasco. My dog's name is Snoopy.
Renee sits in front of a fireplace.
So the reason that I wanted to get a guide dog was because I came across some videos from Guide Dogs for the Blind, and that was my introduction to guide dog travel.
Renee and Snoopy walk along a city sidewalk and cross a street at an intersection.
What I saw was the ease of travel, the speed that the guide dog handler would move with. That's what I wanted for myself. And not only that, but it was also the companionship.
Renee and Snoopy play with a tug toy outside in the yard.
Working with Snoopy has changed my life dramatically because there's so much freedom that comes along with having a guide dog. It's made the hard parts of blindness not so hard.
Renee sits next to Snoopy and gives him a pat on the chest.
I feel like my outlook on life and the world is so much more positive having Snoopy in my life.
My name is Amit Ahuja and my guide dog's name is Tashi.
I had the opportunity to complete Guide Dogs for the Blind's Orientation and Mobility Immersion Program.
Amit stands on a path with his white cane.
And not only did it help me learn to navigate my environment more safely using a white cane, it also made me an even more confident guide dog handler.
My experience was just fabulous.
Amit and his O&M instructor analyze an intersection and cross a city street.
We trained in different locations, practiced different skills, worked out a way to analyze a traffic crossing. I think GDB has transformed my life. To say that it's meeting my needs would be an understatement.
My name is Ella, and this is my canine buddy, Lafferty.
Ella sits on the floor of a living room next to a black lab.
Lafferty is just so amazing in many ways. He's such a good boy. He brings me so much joy and is one of my best friends.
With kids with visual impairments,
Ella's mom, Christy McKerney.
The struggle is real for social contact. It's hard to make friends sometimes. And with Lafferty, he's an automatic draw for all kids, which is wonderful. Lafferty has totally opened up, for Ella, new social connections.
Back to Ella.
I would recommend canine buddies. They're just really good dogs, and they can change a person's life and make it better.
All of Guide Dogs for the Blind services are provided free of charge, and our work is made possible by the generous support of our donors and volunteers.
Renee sits next to Snoopy on the grass in the park.
We receive no government funding.
This organization has made such a huge impact on my life and the lives of so many countless people, and the donors are the ones that make that possible.
Close-up of Snoopy.
Thank you so much.
Ella and Lafferty.
Thank you.
From the bottom of my heart, thank you.
Amit and his guide dog Tashi sit on a beach and watch the sunset.
Together, we are unstoppable. To learn more about our life-changing programs and to support our work, please visit guidedogs.com or scan the QR code.
Oh, that's very nice. Yes, that's a wonderful, wonderful video. Excuse me. I mentioned a little while back our wonderful staff. Now it's going to be my pleasure to introduce those who were intimately involved in today, and then I'll hand off the mic so the program can continue. So I'll start with our guide dog instructional staff. So I am looking at Emily Crisp, Senior Guide Dog Mobility Instructor. Come on, join us. Lauren Paperno, Senior Guide Dog Mobility Instructor. Alexis Fox, Apprentice Guide Dog Mobility Instructor. And Melanie Harris, Class Supervisor. Emily Courage is also Class Supervisor, but she's at the IGDF conference. I'd like to introduce Carol Simmons, who is the breeding colony supervisor, right? And then Stephanie Zabitz, who is a senior orientation and mobility specialist. So these are the individuals who are really responsible for today. Oh, and Mark Allard, supervisor for orientation mobility. He could not be with us today. I mentioned before the incredible talent and giftedness of the individuals who work at this organization. You are looking at them now. There are more behind us, and our nurses and our resident staff and so many CWTs. So thank you for being here. Enjoy the program. I'm going to turn the mic now over to Carol Simmons.
Thank you, Larry, and welcome to everyone. So I'm Carol Simmons, and I work in our breeding department. And Guide Dogs for the Blind breeds Labrador Retrievers, Golden Retrievers, and Lab Golden Crosses that are specially selected for their excellent temperament, intelligence, and health for our guide dogs and our canine buddies. Once a dog is selected for breeding, it is placed into a carefully screened breeder custodial home that lives within a 50-mile radius of our San Rafael campus. And today I have the pleasure of introducing, we have Talia, who is a female yellow Labrador Retriever. She was raised by Lauren and Samuel Masters of Peoria, Arizona. Her breeder custodian is Angela Webster. Unfortunately, Talia is not joining us in person today after a recent respiratory exposure. So she is doing well, and she actually had some time to spend with Lauren and her family today. But we are erring on the side of caution and not having her here today in the room with everyone else. So Lauren?
Thanks, Carol. Hi, everyone. Thanks for having us today. It's our first graduation. Today we brought our family, all of them, even the human puppies. We are so thrilled to celebrate this amazing organization and all the unique journeys of dogs and people here today. I wanted to share a little bit how we got here, because it just takes a little seed to plant in your mind about guide dogs, and that's how you get transformed in your life. We happened to be having brunch with the Filtron family, and one of their dogs that they co-raised today is here. And they had told us about Guide Dogs for the Blind. So when we moved to Arizona, we immediately found this community in Arizona of all the puppy raisers and the leaders. Talia was delivered right into the middle of a very full life with 2 young kids, 2 cats, and all the usual chaos that comes along with that. One of the first things you'll notice when you meet her is her smile. She has a way of making friends with everyone, even our older grumpy cat, who initially wanted nothing to do with her, but eventually accepted and trusted her because of the complete persistence of Talia alone. Talia was the most communicative dog we've ever known. She didn't just learn from us, she made sure we were learning from her too. She taught me to slow down and to be more present. When we walked with her to school, she moved with confidence, always checking in with me to say, I've got this. She was an excellent litter mate to my kids, the first dog they ever grew up with. My work and my companion, and then my husband's cuddle buddy at night. Talia, or Talida, as the kids called her, she grew from a wild, eager, and goofy pup into a dependable and affectionate dog who truly grew into her own. And we are especially proud of her as she begins this next chapter, carrying those qualities forward to future puppies in training. I want to thank everyone who helped us raise Talia as part of that village that we heard about today. That includes our club leaders and everyone who puppy sat, everyone who encouraged us along the way. And we are so grateful to Guide Dogs for the Blind and to everyone here today. We came into this program thinking about what we could contribute, but over time it became clear that what we learned and the joy we received from Talia and this program far exceeded anything we could have imagined. Talia prepared us for all the future puppies that we will raise and sit. She has been a joyful part of our family life, and we will always carry that with us. Thank you.
Thank you, Lauren. And I am now going to hand the microphone over to Alexis.
Hello, I am here to introduce the canine buddies that are graduating in this class. And first we are going to start with Veda and Calliope. I'm going to go ahead and read a note from Veda. Veda says, "Hi, my name is Veda, and I want to tell you about my dog, Callie. The thing I love the most about Callie is that she is very well trained and super friendly. One of my favorite things we've done together so far was when we took her with us on our trip to North Carolina. Callie has made it way more fun to take walks and go outside, and I'm so happy she's part of our family now. I would like to say a really big thank you to Miss Sue for raising Callie and spending all that time training her to be so good. I promise to let you know how she's doing, and thank you so much to Guide Dogs for the Blind and the Canine Buddy program for making it possible for Callie to come live with us. She's the best." And we have a couple photos up on the screen right now. In the first, Veda sits crisscross applesauce on the floor next to Calliope. Veda is petting under Calliope's chin as Calliope smiles at her with an open mouth. The second photo is of a smiling Veda and Calliope on a bright sunny day on a patio with chairs in the background. Veda is holding Calliope's leash and is petting Calliope's head. And I would like to invite up Calliope's raisers to say a couple words.
No, you don't get to talk to the other. Thank you, sit. Nope, sit. Thank you. Hi, everybody. I'd like to first start out by thanking Guide Dogs for allowing me or giving me this wonderful puppy to raise. She was just so special. After she got through her escape period, she used to escape every single night out of her yes space until I finally one day caught her in the morning. She had stuck her little head through one of the slats, and I thought, okay, we're done. And after that, she was just an amazing little puppy, so calm, so gentle, so intelligent, just a joy to raise. I want to thank also the group of kids, my 4th and 5th graders that helped raise Calliope at my school in Vallejo. They were wonderful with her, and it's part of why she's such a great dog with Veda, who also happens to be a 4th grade student. It was wonderful meeting Veda, and I want to thank Guide Dogs for always making such beautiful matches. When I met Veda and her family, there were so many things that we had in common. One of the things I found out that they found out about Calliope immediately was her love for ice cubes. Every time I would open up my freezer, Calliope would come running for her ice cube, and she does the same thing with Veda and her family. She was nonstop fetch. All day long she would play fetch, and in our meeting together for 30 minutes, she was constantly playing fetch with somebody from their family. They absolutely adore her. There were many more commonalities that we had. My office manager used to call Calliope Callie, and they call her Callie Girl. So it's just a perfect match, and I'm really grateful to Guide Dogs for having this program, and for Veda and her family to be able to receive Calliope.
All right, our next Canine Buddy team is Lucy and Jala, and this is a note from Lucy. My name is Lucy Girton, and I'm 17 years old, almost 18. I want to take a moment to sincerely thank you for allowing me to care for and be cared for by Jala. Jala has become so much more than just a dog to me. She's an amazing friend, a source of comfort, and truly a member of our family. Her companionship has meant more to me than I can fully put into words. She has brought joy, love, and connection into my life every single day. I can be fairly quiet and reclusive at times, but Jala has helped me feel less alone and has brought a special kind of warmth and happiness into my world. Her kindness, loyalty, and gentle spirit make every day brighter. Thank you for creating programs like this and for trusting families like ours with such wonderful dogs. We are incredibly grateful for everything you do and for the opportunity to have Jala in our lives. With sincere appreciation, Lucy Girton and the entire Girton family. And I also have a note from Jala's raisers. Let's see. As a puppy, Jala was an adorable, energetic girl who was nicknamed Jalapeno by our grandchildren. She loved going out on outings and wearing her puppy jacket and charmed all that she met. We're so excited that she's a canine buddy to Lucy and part of a large, active, loving family. Lucy, we know that Jala will be totally devoted to you and that you will give her lots of love. Congratulations on this beautiful match. All right, and then I have a couple of photo descriptions. In the first, 8-week-old Jala is sitting on grass with pretty orange nasturtium flowers behind her. She's looking straight into the camera and wearing her green puppy jacket. And in the second photo, sorry about that. In the second photo, Lucy sits on a porch outside on a sunny day with Jala in a sit in front of her. Lucy is leaning forward towards Jala to pose together for the photo. Both are smiling widely at the camera, and Jala is wearing her blue canine buddy scarf. Thank you. I'm going to go ahead and pass this off to Stephanie Zabitz to introduce the OMI clients.
All right, good afternoon, everyone. I'm really honored to present this group of graduates for our O&M immersion program. With them, we have now exceeded 77 OMI graduates this year, and that has far exceeded our graduate numbers from last year. So I'm really proud of the steps we're taking to keep expanding this program, because we have several more programs and graduates to go for this year. And again, words cannot fully express our gratitude to the donors who really bring the OMI program to life. And I think on top of that, the actual clients that are here today to represent that. So the Orientation and Mobility Immersion Program is a 1-week program designed for people who want to improve their independent travel skills. It also provides a bridge for those who would like to partner with a guide dog but have limited access to O&M services. Our first graduate is Luann Bowers of Liberty Center, Ohio. Luann is working with her third guide dog, Crescent. Here you go, Luann.
Hi there. Thank you so much for all the things they have done here at Guide Dogs. With this program, I've learned a lot of new skills this week, and I'm going to take those skills back to my little village and work them with my guide dog, Crescent. Thank you.
You're welcome. Mayberry, as we always had a comparison who came from a smaller town. We're in running for that. So we fondly called it Mayberry. Our next graduate is Carrie Borofka Hiltz of Gilroy, California. I'm so excited. Hi, Carrie resides in Gilroy, California with her husband, Mike, who happens to be here. Her husband, they've been together for 14 years. And her recently retired guide dog, Latte, who's 13 and a half years old. Carrie has accomplished the OMI class to polish her white cane skills to work towards receiving her second guide dog. Once she meets her goal of receiving another guide, she will continue volunteering at local elementary schools to raise awareness about guide dogs and the vital role service animals play. Here you go, Carrie. Nice and close to you.
Thank you. Hi, I just wanted to say thank you so much for GDB and this OMI program. Once I retired Latte, I whipped out my white cane and realized in a new neighborhood that I needed more skills. So I contacted GDB and they offered me this fabulous program, and I have to say this week was worth it, 100%. So I'm ready to get out there and tackle it so I can get that second guide.
Okay. Congratulations, Carrie. I'm behind me. Oh, wait. That's okay. Go ahead. They got you. Okay, our next graduate is Mohammad Riza Dadka of Vancouver, British Columbia. I'm right here. He resides with his wife, his son, and his daughter, and he enjoys following soccer matches. Here you go, Mo.
Hello, everyone. My name is Mo. I'm from Vancouver, Canada. Last year, I came to the GDB hoping to get a guide dog, but for some reason, It wasn't the right time, and now I completed the OM Emerging program, and I'm really thankful to be here at the graduation ceremony. And I like to thank my instructor, Richard, for being awesome in teaching me, and all the staff and volunteers for their support and services. And at the end, I'm still learning, and I plan to keep at it, because life doesn't stop teaching. And I'm hoping to come back to get a guide dog as soon as possible. Thank you.
Great job, Mo. That was awesome. I failed to mention the OMI instructors that are involved with this program. So let's see. Richard Franco, who Mo mentioned, Sarah McIntyre, Tiffany Chin, Regina Kutchis, and Rosa DeVord. So thank you again for the support that we received from you instructors. So next we have Alice Turner. Alice lives in Sunnyvale, California with her husband, Rob. You're doing great. Alice has been partnered, let's take another step forward. There you go, perfect. With 2 guide dogs from GDB over a 20-year time span. She recently retired from a long career in the nonprofit sector. Alice loves the outdoors, traveling, cooking, reading, and time with friends. There you go. Yeah. Listen close to me.
Beautiful. They're so good at that positioning thing. I got to tell you, it's happened all week. I think one of the things that we heard when we started the OMNI program was competence and confidence. And you've heard 20 years, I've had a chance to have, two amazing partners that took me from working in the for-profit world to the nonprofit world, and then to getting married, to so many things. And I came to this program, as you have heard, because we are told to use our white cane in between. And I did, but I had no idea how much it is that I really, really needed. I was so psyched to come here. So one of the things that occurs as we travel through life and use our canes is that we get to explore the world in a different way than partnering with a guide dog. So you heard that I'm retired, yippee-yi-yo, and I think one of the things that I am so looking forward to is as I retired from the nonprofit, and in my nonprofit job, I want to say that I was responsible also for raising funds. And I want to give a shout out to the donors here, because you all have choices about how it is that you support. So as you're hearing my journey for the last 20 years, I'm going to be stepping forward, hopefully with another guide dog, into a whole nother life without organized work. So thank you so very much.
Oh, thank you, Alice. Excellent. All right, and last we have Scott Zhang of Dublin, California. Scott was born in China and immigrated to the US in 1992, and has lived all over the Bay Area before settling in Dublin, California in 2011. Right over here, Scott. He was born with retinitis pigmentosa and lost most of his vision around age 40. You can go to your right behind me. He received his certificate in music industry studies, recording arts from Diablo Valley College in 2009, and furthered in singing and performing, which he just gave us a little rendition earlier today, which is pretty awesome. Scott currently studies on and off at the California Jazz Conservatory and occasionally performs at various open mics in the Bay Area. Scott is grateful for the OMI program for helping him brush up on his O&M skills, and will continue to practice his skills while considering a guide dog in the future. I'm going to pass the mic to you, and I'm going to adjust your shoulders a little bit.
Good.
Should I say or should I say?
Yeah, you can say whatever you feel. Whatever you feel. Oh,
Blackbird singing at the dead of night. Take these broken wings and learn to fly all your life. You were only waiting for this moment to arise. Blackbird singing at the dead of night. Take these sunken eyes and learn to see all your life. You were only waiting for this moment to be free. Blackbird fly. Blackbird fly into the light of the dark black night. And I just want to say, I'm really grateful for all the staff members, my mobility instructor Rosa, for helping me brushing up on my skills, and helping me like retrain and relearn like everything. I build up my confidence on better at traveling independently, and I will probably come back here in the near future, maybe in a year or two, to maybe get a guide dog, because I felt like it could probably benefit me, because I really had a lot of fun, and it felt like it was really helpful when I did the the guide dog experience walk day. Yeah, thank you.
Okay, thank you, Scott. Thank you. All right. For you. It was an absolute pleasure. Back to your right. It was an absolute pleasure to have you all join us here this past week. I hope you just take a moment to reflect on what you've achieved, and just like really be proud of yourselves. So wishing you the very best, and congratulations to the OMI graduates. And I'm gonna pass the mic to Emily Crisp, who will present the Guide Dog Program graduates.
All right, everyone, good afternoon. It is my absolute pleasure to be introducing these three amazing clients today and their equally amazing guide dogs. So first up, we have Timothy DeGraff of Pflugerville, Texas. And he is receiving Mookie, a male yellow Labrador Retriever, and he was raised by Daisy and Jason Filtron of Golden, Colorado, and Sydney Stento and Jenny Gubner of Denver, Colorado. Tim has been a medical massage therapist for 23 years, as well as a published indie author. He lives with his wife, Stephanie, their dog, Mischief, and their cat, Beans. They enjoy taking road trips to visit family, trying new restaurants, and spending time with all of their fur babies.
I'm not good in front of people, so I apologize. I just want to thank everyone here at Guide Dogs and for all the work y'all do, the volunteers, the employees. A few people I want to mention by name. First, my instructor, Lauren, for helping me work with Mookie, and he is very much the perfect partner for me. And for that, I also want to give credit to his puppy raisers, Sydney and Jenny, as well as Daisy, Jason, and their little ones, Henny and Alice, who are currently on an amazing trip, it sounds like, down in South America. And of course, I also want to give thanks to all of the donors who helped this organization and help people like me, like the Charleston Estate, who helped sponsor our graduating class.
Oh, sorry. Thank you. I'm Sydney. I'm one of Mookie's raisers. I've cried 4 times today, so we'll see how we do. From the first night that we met Mookie, it was very clear that he had one mission, and it was to be wherever his favorite people were, doing whatever would make them happy. It just turned out that what made all of his people very happy lined up perfectly with the ready for recall criteria that determine when a puppy is ready to return to campus and begin formal training. Baby Mookie was very silly, he was sweet, and he was very, very sure that kisses would solve everything if we would only let him try long enough. He was a beloved and annoying little brother to Fido and Goalie, who he joins today in the ranks of working guides. He pestered them, and he loved chewing Fido's ears, but turnabout was very fair play when he became the patient big brother for our next puppy in training. I'm gonna turn my page. So the secret weapon for getting puppy chewing Mookie to the stage was the Filtron family, who weren't able to be here but deserve to be, because the training strategy in our house is very simple, which it is to watch and copy everything that Daisy does. So we stand here very firmly on her coattails with no regrets. Tim told us on the phone this week that Mookie is a very good settler, so I did want to tell a quick story that demonstrates just how much that was his factory setting, courtesy of the breeding department, who we heard from earlier. From the time that he was very little, Mookie volunteered with me at the local LGBTQ community center in Denver, and I would put Mookie down in the corner, and I would set up 40 chairs for support group, and he would patiently watch and wait for me to be done the whole time. He was adored by the visitors there and the staff, and he was also Volunteer of the Month. We wanted to be sure to thank our club leaders in Boulder and our puppy field manager for their guidance, patience, and support. It has been very special to see the Mook Man do the work that he was born to do, and it is clear it makes him very happy to do your work. We wish you excellent settling, incessant Mookie kisses and snuggles, daily enthusiasm, and a long, fun, and successful partnership.
And then I just have a quick note from the Filtron family, who couldn't be here today. So they would like to say congratulations to this new team. Mookie was truly born to be a guide, and raising him was a privilege. He is honestly one of those pups that is a pleasure to raise from the very beginning to the very last day. Guide dogs made the perfect match when they put you two together. A few thank yous. My family wants to thank Jenny and Sydney for being the best co-raisers. Mookie became a perfect, well-rounded guide because of the experiences he had in both of your homes. Thank you also to our leaders in the Boulder Club, Heidi, Sarah, Lori, Kathy, and Kelsey, as well as to our Colorado puppy boss, Lauren, and to all the raisers that ever puppy sat this special boy. Mookie is happy every day to get to work. He attended many university lectures and snored by the podium. He was beloved by 100 college students and fought over by the math faculty members. I've never known a dog that was so good at settling and so perfect in the house. He never touches anything that isn't his, but will carefully dig through his toy bin to find the perfect bone and chew it upside down. Our raising team includes 2 children that adored Mookie from the very first day. Alice, age 9, wants to share about Mookie that he really cares about you and always comes over and licks you when you're sad. Henny, age 7, shares that Mookie is really soft and really cute. We all wish you happiness and adventures for many years to come with Mookie. All right, next we have Miss Gabriella Drago of South Euclid, Ohio, and she has received Slater, a male yellow Labrador retriever raised by Natalie Eade of Reno, Nevada, and Maureen and Charlie Dodson of Lotus, California. Gabriella works as a recreation manager at the Cleveland Sight Center. Slater is Gabriella's 3rd guide dog from GDB. She loves walking through the metro parks and national park, attending theater performances and concerts, and exploring new places. Slater will be a perfect companion for all of her adventures.
So I did not think I would be up here again. I was up here 3 years ago, about 2.5 years ago. Sorry. And my 2nd dog had to retire early. She's still alive, y'all. I'm just anxious. I'm chill. And my 1st guide dog is living with my grandparents. My 2nd dog is living with my parents now, most of which are here today. And I just got Slater, and I was so surprised to get such a big boy dog. He's like half of my weight. But he's such a good boy. He's been a perfect match for me. And he's trying to go behind me. He's like, stop talking about me. And he's been perfect for my lifestyle. He's so fast and so intelligent. He loves to make decisions. He's very confident. And he's such a great match for me. I'm so grateful to Maureen and to Cameron 1 and Cameron 2 and Charlie, and for his earlier puppy raiser Natalie as well, for raising such an amazing dog. He is so sensitive and smart, and I cannot wait for our journey together to really begin. And I also want to thank the Charleston Estate as well for sponsoring my partnership and the partnerships of the rest of my class. We could not be here without supporters like you. I would not be on my third guide dog without such support. So thank you so much.
Well, thank you for that. Oh my gosh. I wouldn't cry. But I am. You are an amazing person. You have an amazing dog. We couldn't be here without all the help of everybody in our club. It takes a village to raise a dog, and that is certainly true. I couldn't do it without my husband. Thank you. And my grandson over there, he was out walking him every day with us, pulling us along and doing wonderful things. I couldn't do it without our puppy club, Cameron Park Puppy Club Raisers, Kim Burkhart, our club leader. She is up and above an amazing person. You could call her any time of the day, and she would be there to help with whatever problems we had, or even to share whatever exciting things that he did, like he pooped good today, the conversations we would have. You guys all get that, don't you? Yeah. And so without her and without our club, all of our members of our club, this wouldn't happen. You have such an amazing dog. I can't wait to see what the journeys that you guys do and hear about all the fun adventures. And yeah, I'm going to come visit you. Yeah,
Don't come in the winter.
I'm going to come in the winter. But again, thank you to all. And it does take a village, and you're amazing. But I need to really thank this girl. She did it.
Well, now I'm going to cry. So, as puppy raisers know, often we get the question or the statement, I could never do that. I would love him too much. I couldn't give him up. But I usually tell people that, yes, we love him. We love him a lot. But there's someone out there who needs him in a totally different way and a lot more. Than I do. And that usually kind of gets them thinking, like, okay, we do love him a lot. When Slater first came to us, he was a transfer, and the Reno Puppy Club, Natalie, I wish I could have met her, because she did a fantastic job. He came to us on December 26th, 2024, already potty trained, which was fantastic. I did not have to stand in the rain with him. And he knew sit, he knew down very well. He fit right into our household. We have 2 other dogs, 1 barn cat, a bird, horses, cows. They all loved him right away. There was no adjustment period, which was fantastic. He went on so many adventures, both adventures at Mom's school. He was around the band and kids and theater all the time, and absolutely no problems. He loves it. He did a lot of hiking with me, and I remember multiple times where he would pick something up and he would hold it in his mouth, and I'd look at him and I'm like, okay, you can carry it, but you can't chew it. And then he'd look me in the eyes and spit it out. And the first time it happened, I thought, that's got to be a fluke. So I walked over it with him multiple times, trying to get him to pick up the stick, see if he would do it again. And he didn't. He was like, no, you took the fun away from it. You're not going to let me play with it. I wish you guys so many adventures of so much music and mischief, because he will get into mischief, but the good kind. And I hope for many, many, many years of work.
All right, and finally we have Susan Young of Kennewick, Washington. Susan is receiving her first guide dog, Oakley, a female yellow Labrador retriever raised by Yvonne Ortega of Redondo Beach, Kathleen and Bill Wassenberg of Torrance, California, and Marilyn and Edward Johnson of Torrance, California. Susan and her husband split their time between their home in Washington and their winter home in Yuma, Arizona, and Susan is excited for all of the travels and adventures in her near future with Oakley by her side.
Good afternoon, everybody. I appreciate everybody here. This is Oakley, and she is a very hardworking girl and beautiful. And I want to thank my puppy raisers that are here and that are not here. And I want to thank my wonderful husband, my daughters, grandchildren, and my aunt and uncle, and also Carol Sawyer, that's a puppy raiser in Yuma, Arizona, that has given me very helpful guidance and positive on everything she tells me. So anyways, thank you so much.
Hi, everyone. My name's Yvonne, and we're from the Redondo Beach Puppy Raising Club. It took 3 families to get this little girl through, but we all had so much love for her. I started Oakley, and as a puppy starter, we're responsible for potty training. And I'm going to say something which sounds very odd just from the last speaker, which is, I looked forward to waking up with Oakley at 3 a.m., and I will tell you why. I would hear her stirring around, and I'd say, okay, I better get up. Don't want an accident. So I'd walk over, and all of a sudden, I would just hear pat, 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 and her little tail is wagging and hitting the sides of the crate. And I would open, and I'm trying to stay quiet, and I would pick her up and carry her, trying not to wake up Chris and Dylan in the family, and she'd lick my face and my neck, and I'd be laughing, trying not to go down the stairs and fall. And I would tell her, Oakley, why are you so happy? What are you so happy about? It's 3 o'clock. And she would just wiggle even harder. So this went on, and it just made me laugh. She brought so many smiles and laughter in our home. So I just know she'll do the same for you, Susan. Thank you. And I also want to say, I always thought like what these dogs can do for a person and how special they are. And I never thought of how special Susan is too, and what she will bring to her life. So we're so happy for them. Thank you.
Good afternoon. I'm Marilyn, and this is my husband, Ed. And we co-raised Oakley from the point that Yvonne and Chris had her to turn in with Bill and Kathy Wassenberg. And it was really evident from the very beginning that Oakley was meant for this life. She wanted to work. We'd take her out and she would just focus. And then you'd come home and she's this happy, crazy puppy. We have 2 other labs, a career change, and then a pet. And they're much bigger than she is, but personality-wise, she's got it. And she's confident, and it was really fun. I would take her to work. I'm in a Boeing office, and she would go in, and one time, I don't know what someone was thinking, they had these animatronic dinosaurs in this big old truck. I walked by it, and this thing's, ah, you know, the T-Rex thing. I jump onto my skin, and it wasn't pretty. She's like, yeah, whatever. Okay, then. And then in the office, there was some room on the top floor, and one of the executives says, "Oh, can you please take her jacket off so she can play with me?" All right. I can read an org chart. So, no, but he was really nice and he loved her. So, so I take it off. She's, and then I'd say, "Oakley." She'd come right back, stop, happy, put on the jacket. She could turn it on to be a puppy and turn it on to be at work, just like a light. It was amazing. And I'm so happy to have met Susan because I believe they'll be a wonderful match and they'll have a great life together.
I'm really not very good at all this. I also want to thank the Guide Dog for the Blind for all that they do, my amazing instructor, Emily, and the Charleston Estate for their generous donation.
Thank you. I also have a little note from the Wassenberg family that helped raise Oakley, and they'd like to share that Oakley is the 14th guide dog puppy that they've raised. They said Oakley loved to go out and work. As soon as you started to put your shoes on, she was there and ready to go. We are so happy that she has found her perfect match, and we know that she will make a great guide and a great companion. And we have a beautiful picture here of Miss Oakley as she sits between two of her razors. She's wearing her green puppy jacket, and there is greenery in the background and bright pink flowers in the foreground. And Oakley has a very big smile on her face. All right, and I'll be passing it off to Lauren.
All right, everybody. So to wrap up graduation, we're going to give you a little back chaining demo using the clicker. First, a little bit of background. So during training, our dogs learn most of their skills involved with guide work through the use of the clicker. This marks a behavior we want the dog to repeat, and so the clicker makes communication consistent and timely for the dog, and it's really better than praise or food alone, and it really expedites that training process. So the way that we do this is we start by pairing food with the sound of the click, and the dogs catch on very quickly, probably less than a minute. So once the dog begins to understand that the click means food, we can then begin pairing the click with a desired behavior. All right, so for example, when the dog is doing something like stopping for a curb or going into a down position, they would get a click and then they would get food reward. And that's gonna make them more want to do these behaviors in anticipation of getting that food reward. So I'd like to introduce Emily and guide dog Jeeves. He's a very handsome, tall, yellow lab male. He's one of our guide dogs in training. And they're going to demonstrate how we teach the dogs to target a chair. So the first thing that Emily is going to do is she's just going to get Jeeves into the game by presenting a fist. And Jeeves is going to touch his nose to her fist, and then she clicks, and he gets a food reward. You can tell he's already engaged, wagging his tail. He's very quick about it, so Emily's being super quick as well. So once he's progressed, he's going to then get a hand target on the chair, and then fed on the chair. Excellent, and then we repeat this a couple of times, so we're building that association between the food and the chair. And then once that is good, Emily's going to increase her distance and start kind of walking up towards the chair. Jeeves is already anticipating that, knowing that the chair is what gets him food. So she clicks when he's there and gets all that praise at the chair. Start increasing her distance a little bit more. You see that nice anticipation. Good boy. Clicks and feeds. And then Emily's going to start introducing the harness component, where once Jeeves starts anticipating, she's going to try and pick up that harness in motion, click and feed. So it's a lot of pieces all at once, but they're doing amazing. Good boy. Awesome. And then they're going to get to the final stage. Yes. And that is, they're gonna work from an increased distance away. She's gonna pick up that harness handle, tell him forward, and put in that target cue. And then to make it practical, she's going to take a seat in the chair and have Jeeves settle next to her. Give him a round of applause. Awesome. Thank you so much, you two. And so this simple targeting technique can be widely used in a client's home area. This is a technique that we teach the clients. And they can apply this training principle to teach their dogs how to locate all different types of targets. Could be an ATM machine, pedestrian crosswalk buttons, a trash can, you name it. Whatever the client wants their dog to find, they can teach it. So thank you so much. All right, I'm going to pass it over to Larry for some closing remarks.
Thanks, Lauren. Nice job, Lauren, Emily, and Jeeves. That was great. Well, this concludes Graduation Saturday. So a round of applause for California Guide Dog Class 1050, Orientation and Mobility Immersion Class 44. So a round of applause. Congratulations to all of you. Best of luck. Thank you all for being here. If anybody is interested in volunteering, possibly joining the staff, or if you know of somebody who would benefit from Guide Dogs for the Blind's programs and services, you can find information on guidedogs.com. That's our website. If anybody is inspired to make a donation, you can do so multiple ways through guidedogs.com. You can scan the QR code on the poster or on your program, or text text partnerships to 50155. That'll take you to a donation form. And for those of you who are on the live stream, we bid you a farewell. Thank you for joining us. Again, would love to see you on campus someday. For those of you who are in person, we have a lovely reception. Please stay and chat and have some snacks in our fireside lounge to your right. Also, our gift shop is open at the top of campus in the Volunteer and Visitor Center. And once again, thank you for joining this great day, and thank you for all that you do for Guide Dogs for the Blind. Appreciate it.